Thanks for tuning in with the Maycomb Press, the news the county actually wants to see. I'm your anchor, Newsman, and here's my assistant, Newsman 2, and today we will go over stories that are actually somewhat interesting. First, let's start with the most interesting news that we found out today. Tom Robinson was just found dead.
Well, that's not good.
I know, right? Just today during his exercise period, he just ran off and tried climbing the fence and was shot 17 times by the guards.
That's kind of overkill. I wonder what got him in this situation.
Well, if you haven't known yet, Tom Robinson was accused of raping ELA. He was sent to court for the judge and the jury to decide whether or not he was guilty or innocent. He had a lawyer appointed to him, who was Atticus Finch. The trial went underway and he was found guilty. He was put in prison while awaiting his death, and that's when he decided to just book it and risk it all.
Well, that's unfortunate. I've heard about this trial. It seemed to be an open and shut case.
I believe it was. Out of curiosity, what's your opinion on the outcome of the trial?
In all honesty, I believe the trial was unfair towards Tom Robinson, as there was a sufficient amount of evidence favoring Tom Robinson. It was obvious that the only reason he was found guilty was just because of Tom Robinson himself. He's a colored man. I believe that due to the color of his skin, the jury had racist and prejudiced views against him, which resulted in the unanimous verdict of guilty.
I agree with your opinion, as it was very evident the moment the judge found him guilty. Fortunately, one of our editors also shared the same opinion. I believe that the trial was extremely unjust and prejudiced, and it was already predetermined. Maycomb County is extremely racist and discriminant because they wanted Tom to be guilty before the trial even started, even though there is evident reasonable doubt, as Tom Robinson was handicapped. The jury simply voted him guilty because of the color of his skin. Unfortunately, one of our editors shared a different opinion, saying that it was justified. We all know how menacing those types of people can be, especially if they are out and about. I truly believe that Tom Robinson was the one who raped ELA, and although it was unfortunate that he had to be killed, it was simply meant to be. Justice was served during the trial of Tom Robinson.
I guess you could say that there will be always somebody on the other side of the argument.
No matter the situation, someone would always oppose to someone else. Anyway, there will be more of the Maycomb Press right after this advertisement. Have you ever encountered a rabid dog? Have you ever wondered how much damage a rabid dog can cause to something as innocent as kids having fun? Well, let me tell you, it can cause a lot of damage. Unless you are willing to spend money to treat that dog is good as dead. Hi, my name is the Onlooker, and I'm here to sell the One-Shot Dead Shot. The One-Shot Dead Shot is an advanced hunting rifle that uses advanced technology to put that mutt to sleep. Allow me to demonstrate. Look at this rabid dog. Soon enough, his life will be kaput. Let me just load the One-Shot Dead Shot up. Now, let's see how good the One-Shot Dead Shot is. Look at that. If I uncensored the video, this video wouldn't even be on YouTube. Starting at the low price of $4, get your hands on one today. The One-Shot Dead Shot. It's a guaranteed shot. Welcome back to the Maycomb Press, where the reporters are just as mature as the people in Maycomb. We hope you enjoyed the advertisement, as it seems like the best option to use with the fight against the surge of rabid dogs in Maycomb. Today we have a special segment. We know how confusing and weird the events of World War II are, and that's why today we have constructed a World War II timeline to showcase the noteworthy events. Alright, let's start off with what led to the start of the war. On January 30th, 1933, Hitler becomes Chancellor of Germany, ultimately sealing his power and allowing him to call the shots. With this newfound power, he was able to spread his ideas and spread propaganda regarding the groups of people in Germany. Soon after, he starts to make alliances with Italy and Japan. About 6 years later, on September 1st, 1939, Hitler invades Poland, which led to Great Britain and France declaring war on Germany, ultimately starting World War II. Nazi Germany, still unsatisfied with the amount of land they invaded, starts invading Norway and Denmark in the late 1940. While the war was underway, Many of the people captured by Germany were sent to concentration camps, where hundreds of thousands of Jews, homosexuals, POWs, and other types of people that were deemed subhuman by Hitler were killed. Now, if we focus on the treatment of Jews, homosexuals, POWs, and those other types of people that Hitler disliked, we can make a clear connection with the treatment of them in World War II and the treatment of certain people in To Kill a Mockingbird. For example, many of the whites in To Kill a Mockingbird shared the same prejudiced views towards blacks, due to the past and the influence of other people. They often perceived blacks as people with violent backgrounds and deemed them untrustworthy. The views towards blacks in To Kill a Mockingbird aren't the only example. Another clear example is Arthur Radley. Many of the residents in Maycomb feared him due to the rumors which resided in the county, which is possibly the reason where he got the name Boo Radley. Maycomb residents would claim that Boo had a long jagged scar across his face, rotten teeth, and other characteristics that make you think that he's a monster. Of course, this was all rumors, and none of them were slightly correct. We can tell that this information is overwhelming, so that's why we are taking another break. Like last time, we will be back after this advertisement. Look at that, a lovely home, gone with the slightest touch of the flames from the stove. Do you know that 100% of houses burned down by fires are burned down by fire? Oh, look at that statistics. That means that all house fires are caused by fire. Pretty scary, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that there's a way to combat this problem. Hi there, my name is Firefighter, and I'm here to introduce you to my invention, the Super Soaker. This portable fire extinguisher uses an advanced formula that is friendly to those wooden houses in Maycomb. Gone are the days a stray flame from the stove burns down your entire house, and now are the days the neighborhood will be fire-free. Of course, I'll show a demonstration. Look at this house, it's on fire. But do you want to live in this house? Of course not, you'll die. Now, watch me shoot the Super Soaker, and blam! This house is as good as new. I would live in this house, you would live in this house, and possibly every single human in the entire world would want to live in this house. It's great! For only $9.99, you can get your hands on it, and due to our promotion, if you buy one, you get one free. The Super Soaker, you'll never go out in a burning glory. Once again, welcome back to the Maycomb Press, one of the many news outlets covering Maycomb County news. We hope the Super Soaker hat has brightened up the mood, and it seems to be the best option if the fire trucks won't start up again. Unfortunately, during the advertisement, we had just received news that Bob Ewell was just found dead with a stab wound. Just now, Bob Ewell was found near the house of Atticus Finch, dead with a knife in him. Heck Tate has found out that Bob Ewell was planning to kill the kids of Atticus Finch, as revenge for making him look like a fool during the trial of Tom Robinson. Surprisingly, Jean Louise Finch and Jeremy Finch were okay, with a worse injury from the scene being a broken arm, and Jeremy Finch broke it during the scene of the crime. Many believe that Bob Ewell's deaths were the workings of infamous Arthur Radley, aka Boo Radley, but Heck Tate has informed Maycomb County that his wounds were self-inflicted, meaning that the old drunk has accidentally stabbed himself to death. Honestly, I don't really have anything to say about Bob Ewell's death. I mean, I guess I knew that this was coming to him, since he spent all those welfare checks on whiskey, that drunk bastard. We don't know much from the situation, as there aren't many witnesses due to the time of the incident and the location of the incident, but our reporters will report newer findings if they ever find some. But for now, to make up for the short news report, here's another advertisement. When you win something, you should celebrate it, like a champ. Whether it might be winning a court case, winning a sports game, receiving a welfare check during these tough times, or even something as small as waking up the next day, there's always a way to celebrate. That's why I drink Holy Viger, the only beer that makes me feel like a champ. I'm not the only one who is affected by the benefits of Holy Viger. Just look at how Holy Viger affected this customer.
Holy Viger changed my life. Before, I sent my welfare checks to my family, like an extra human being. But now, after finding out about Holy Viger, I spent all my money I just received on one Holy Viger. It really makes me feel like a champ, even during these tough times. And I use Holy Viger for everything now. People say I have a drinking problem, but it's not really a problem if you enjoy it.
For only a couple of bucks, you can get your hands on the liquid gold we harvest. Holy Vigor, it's your turn to celebrate like a champ. Welcome back from the short break. Say, that customer from the Holy Vigor advertisement looks familiar. Unfortunately, that's all there is to it for Maycomb County for now, so I guess it's goodbye. Honestly, I'm thankful we're nearing the end to this program, as I got burnt out just setting up this show. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. Until then, my friends.